Welcome friends. In this video tutorial, we will be learning about multidimensional array. Multidimensional array is an array of array. Simplest form of multidimensional array is two-dimensional array. Using multidimensional array, we can create virtual table-like structure. So let's see how we can declare multidimensional array. A two-dimensional array is in essence a list of one-dimensional array. To declare a two-dimensional integer array of size x and y, you would write something as follows. Like you have to write type, which is the type of array. After that, array name. As per your need, you can write your array name here, and then in square bracket size of first dimension, and in second square bracket size of second dimensional, where type can be any valid C data type and array name will be valid C identifier. First square bracket in the two-dimensional array is row and second is the column. Now let's see how to store the elements in two-dimensional array. A two-dimensional array can be think as a table which will have x number of rows and y number of columns. A two-dimensional array A which contains 3 rows and 4 columns as shown in below. Now column 0 have value 0 in second square bracket, and in row 0 all row contains 0 value in first square bracket. Means first square bracket can be used to indicate the row and second square bracket can be used to indicate column. Thus every element in array A is identified by an element name of the form of I, J, where A is the name of the array and I and J are the subscript that uniquely identify each element in A. Now let's see how to initialize two-dimensional array. Here we have created one array of 3 row and 4 columns. Now I want to initialize row 0 and I want to put value into this table. So in the first row, first column, I am giving value 0. First row and second column, it is 1. In third column, it is 2. And in fourth column, it is 3. We have to start curly bracket, and then in that curly bracket, we have to again start one more curly bracket, and we have to pass the column values. Now to initialize the second row, we have to complete that curly braces and we have to start new curly braces, and we have to put various column value in this curly bracket. So we have done 3 times because we have 3 rows available. So this way we can initialize the array. We can also initialize array by looping technique. In next tutorial we will see how to initialize array using loop and how to display content of array element using loop. Thank you.